This recipe is based off of Pioneer Woman, and we have the beef, we have diced tomatoes, cumin, cayenne, we have the oregano, chili powder, tomato sauce, garlic, we have salt, obviously, and then we also have this jalapeno cornbread that we're going to try for the first time. Our cheddar cheese we top the chili with, and the jalapenos that we're going to stick in the cornbread. And last but not least, this corn, this maseca, that's going to go in the chili as well. Like I said, it's another version of Pioneer Woman, but without the beans, and it's kind of our own twist, something that we prefer. The first thing you want to do is ground the meat with the garlic. And while you're doing that, you might as well open up all your cans and get ready for your spices. As you can see, the meat is brown and ready to be drained. So while we drain it, I already have the spices all mixed together. So it's a 8-ounce can of the tomato sauce, 2 tablespoons of the chili powder, and then a teaspoon of the oregano, half a teaspoon of cayenne, half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of cumin, and that is all going to go in the chili once it's been drained. So I mixed all those spices together with the tomato sauce, and I'm pouring it in the pot, and it's going to take an hour to simmer. And all I'm going to do is just mix it, add half a cup of water, and just let it slowly start cooking. It's going to take an hour, like I said, and so all I'm going to do is periodically check on it and make sure that there's water in the pan so it doesn't burn the meat. So here's the chili in 30 minutes. Most of the liquid is already gone from the bottom, so I'm just going to add a 1/4 cup of water and cover it up and let it cook some more. So it's been about an hour now, and as you can see that the chili is already thick, but you want it thicker, and it hasn't been burned on the bottom of the pan, so that's good news. We kept watch over it. So we're going to add the diced tomatoes to the pot, stir it, and then we're going to get the corn flour mixture ready to pour in there so that we can simmer it for another 5 minutes. That way it'll really be thick and will actually look like chili. So the corn flour mixture, all it is half a cup of water and a 1/4 cup of maseca, and you're just going to blend it together with a fork, pour it in the pot, and let it simmer. Now that the chili is done, I'm going to make the cornbread. I got 3 small packages, and what I'm going to do is make them all because I'm not feeding just 5 people. I'm feeding a little bit extra. And I have the 3 eggs that's going to go in there, as well as the 2 cups of milk. And I'm even going to chop up some jalapenos to add to the mix. And we're going to make mini muffins out of these. So I have the eggs in there. I'm going to go ahead and pour in the milk. And I'm just going to stir this real quickly until it's mostly together. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the jalapenos that I want inside the muffins. I'm not a big fan of spicy foods, but there's some in the family that are. So I'm just going to put a little bit inside the cornbread. So I'm only going to do a couple of them inside there. And I like to take the seeds out of it because I don't want it too hot. And when I'm done cutting them, I just stick it in the mix, stir it up, and then we're ready to make the mini muffins. Okay, so the pan, I have 2 pans. I've sprayed them down, and I'm just putting a tablespoon of the mix in each circle. And this is going to actually make 3 pans of corn muffins. So it seems like a lot, but I can always use it for leftovers. Okay, so the pans are done. So I'm going around the edge of the corn muffins to make sure they don't get stuck. And I'm just going to put them on the rack and let them cool and start the last batch that I have of the corn muffins. And then I'll be ready to present the chili with the cornbread. Okay, so here is the bowl. I'm putting 3 of the corn muffins on there. And for the chili, it's 10 half-cup servings. It will make more sense once you try it because it's so rich in flavor and very fulfilling. So I just used half a cup, and then it's going to be that 4th cup of that fat-free cheddar cheese. And that is my meal for the day. Ta-da!